Hey y'all, it's Wednesday, July the 20th. I just realized my AC is on, but it's 110 degrees right now, so I can't cut it off, sorry. Anyways, it's also 8:30 p.m., so very late, but this camera seems to show things a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna try to film a really quick tour. Just going through everything before, this is the middle of the month tour on the 20th. And if I wait any longer, it's not going to be it's going to be the end of the month. So let me go ahead and go through this really quickly. Well, firstly, I put the tool up here. I need to straighten it up. The wind has kind of whipped it out of place, the white stuff up there. Anyway, I did that to try to have some protection for these plants in the front because it has been extremely hot. The last week, we've been at about 110 every single day. And behind me, behind the camera is south, so the sun is constantly on this area for like probably 6 to 8 hours a day, so it's brutal. So anyway, I should have did this a long time ago. All right, the tomato has tomatoes, green ones. It does also have some flowers, but okay. Those may actually be the only flowers. There aren't many flowers on here, but so there's a flower on there. Anyway, let me hurry up before I'm taking too long. So yeah, this is a tomato plant, not looking all that great, and really the whole garden is not how I would want it to be, but it's been hot and I'm just looking forward to next month, and because about a month from now we're going to be in the mid 90s, which is still hot, but sounds like heaven compared to now. So anyway, here's my eggplant. Still no fruit on here. Lots of flowers I've seen, but no fruit. And oh yeah, I had a harvesting video that I filmed using this different mount. Anyway, I thought I filmed it, none of it recorded. And then my GoPro, I tried to film some stuff on it and it kept getting hot. So yeah. And my marigolds are not doing well. Well, I mean, over here they're not as bad as you're finna see. And now I harvested all the red cayennes the other day, and now all the ones that I left are red. So I need to do another harvesting video. Here are the marigolds, and they do have flowers, but they also have some kind of infestation, I think this is. Now I got these marigolds to be a pest repellent. I didn't think they would attract their own pests, but yeah, there's a lot of this webbing, whatever this is, on the marigolds. So very disappointing. I'm gonna clean all this out. All right, let's go into here real quick because we're at 3 minutes. All right, these flowers still up here. I'm gonna move these into something else, I think, because my flowers in my front yard are these same type of flowers. Well, one of my flowers, and they are they're just doing so much better. But this doesn't have a lot of soil, and this of course dries out in this basket, so I want these to live to their potential, so I'm gonna put these flowers in another container. All right, this is a cucumber that I had in my house and I brought out here. There was a cucumber I discovered. Very late in the process. I mean, that's basically going to be harvested for seeds, because I'm thinking that's a pickling cucumber. Let me try to get it. It's dark, sticking my hand under here. Yeah, it looked like it was a pickling cucumber. Probably. It's not mushy, at least. I thought it was gonna be mushy. So I'll take that out in a minute. Here's the volunteer tomato plant. It is actually my height almost. I'm 5'2", so it's not that high, but it's tall. But it also has an issue on its leaves. I'm not sure if this is like a fungus or mold or powdery mildew. It does have some blooms. There are parts of it that look better than other parts, probably suckers. Like over here, this looks a little bit better. You can see the blooms. But overall, the plant looks horrible. And I don't know if this is a disease. I'm hesitant to remove it also because it's kind of protecting this area from the heat. I'm definitely gonna, as soon as I can, remove this. I don't think there's been any fruit on there. And this is the random bed. This is parts of the tomato in the front. Down there. And then a pepper plant. Another pepper plant. The little one that I planted in the middle has gotten tall. And yeah, it's just a little wild jungle over here that you can't really see well. It's getting dark. The tomatillo is over there. I'm not sure how it's doing. I can't really see it or access it. I still have one blueberry over there. I just make sure to water it every day. That's the one that had the light leaves. It does still have some light ones. Yeah. So make sure, yeah, I'm trying to make sure you can see that blueberry. That's its branch, or one of its limbs. I don't know what you call it. It's a bush. But yeah. All right, so the melon bed. Crazy big. Now this thing right here hasn't suffered at all through this. I do have a lot of large fruit in here. I tried one of my sugar babies finally. Wasn't that sweet, unfortunately. I saw a large one. Yeah, there's a large one. Hoping that tastes good. Haven't tried that kind yet. I'm not gonna even try to walk through here. There's a cucumber in this first one, my potatoes in these other two. There's hay in that one closer to the brick wall. But these other two here are the potatoes that I planted, and the potatoes that I planted with you all that I recorded, they have come up, and I'll go to the other side so you can see that. All right, so here are those potatoes. Have come up, broke through the hay. Alrighty, and those haven't. So these one I planted later, so they haven't come up yet. All right, so just another angle of the melon bed. You see it's coming over the brick. It's just massively huge. And yeah, I can't even get back there to put the netting on the other side where I planted the younger plants, but I'll worry about that later. Anyway, the corn and the sunflowers in the flower bed have gotten, the corn is huge. Way taller than me, taller than my fence actually. So almost 7 feet tall. I thought this was called a miniature corn, so I didn't expect it to get this big. So hot. Alright, I have lots of sunflowers over here. But so far it looked like it's the ones that came from my bird feed, because I'm not seeing those vibrant ones. I think there was like a reddish color one and then a yellow one, but more vibrant. These all look like regular sunflowers. So yeah. But they're doing well and they're tolerating this heat. I mean, they're getting a little toasty. But hopefully this is our last day of like around 110, and after this it's supposed to be closer to 100 for a while. Anyway, so here is my, I don't know what I called this, but I'm just gonna call it my container area. So there's just a bunch of containers on this little thing just to give myself some extra grow space. I have some wild cherries, not wild cherries, ground cherries over here. The leaves on here, I'm not sure if that's from heat or from some kind of situation. I'm not sure. But the ground cherries are growing on here quite a bit. I'm looking forward to tasting those because I never have. Oh Lord, it's hot, y'all. Alright, anyway, just going through the cucumbers. This is a tomato here. It's gotten tall. skinny and tall. The bottom of it, where the sun touches it, is crispy. Anyway, I'm thinking this. I'm not sure how good the video is going to be with it being. It's gotten a little darker now. It's about 9:40. Not 9. It's about 8:45 p.m. Anyway, so I have these other cucumbers. The only exception is the okra. But you can see the leaf right here. So this plant is getting huge, and I think I'll move this one soon if I can untangle it, because it's supposed to be heat tolerant. I don't know if it could tolerate 110, but I'm going to have it on the shade, but maybe I'll put it somewhere else so this area is just a little crowded. So I want to give them a little more room, especially as they're filling out with leaves and stuff. Anyway, alright, intro to the patio garden. I have my flowers here. These other ones I want to move them to because they're just not doing well. Or maybe I'll find a different hanging container that isn't like is solid, so it'll retain some moisture a little bit longer than this. I think cocoa core or whatever it is. My oregano is gone to seed. And I'm just letting the bees enjoy it. Alright, strawberries. Add more lights so you kind of get a light show too. A little bit. Anyway, let me hurry up because it's super hot. So I haven't been noticing, well, I haven't been out here. It's hot, so I don't come out here much during the daytime. I don't think I have any strawberries. I saw some flowers though the other day. I don't see them now. But yeah, there was a moment when I was giving this too much water. I just assumed it needed water and I would water it. So I need to do more soil moisture testing. Because too much water is bad, just like too little. I put my seedlings, the ones I planted from seed, into larger containers. I'm going to show you all that the last time. This one, crispy. Probably not going to make it. But yeah, anyway, I haven't planted any new seeds, but I'm going to plant some new stuff in these containers this weekend when it's slightly cooler at 100 degrees. Alright, this is my grapevine that my neighbor gave me. I don't know what the situation is on the leaves. I really hope this plant makes it because it was so beautiful at first. Now it's just so hot and it just, yeah, it's not doing it well. Alright, let's keep going. The marigolds over here aren't doing that well either. I'm gonna put these in a larger container. I think it's just too, not enough depth. It needs more soil, I think. My strawberry bed. These are my strawberries I planted from seed. They're just getting bigger. Lots of weeds I need to pick. Alright, my other blueberry. I moved over here to get it out of the heat. My lemon tree. Also over here for the same reason. Still looking crazy. And I'm still going to move it eventually. Almost forgot the pepper bed. I did clean up the pepper bed and I did it on, well, I thought I was recording it, but I wasn't. So I don't have any of that footage, but I did clean it up a little bit. It still needs a lot of work. And I also picked all of the peppers, but they're probably new peppers. But it's the big bush. It's about my height at its tallest. So yeah, let me just go to the other side. Go and look at the mint that I've had since last year. I just watered this and made it through the winter. The big beef tomato. I got some tomatoes off of here, 2 of them, and they were tiny. I have pictures, but the video, I mean, it wasn't recording. I thought it was. Very disappointing though to have some palm size. I mean, like at the middle of your palm, tiny. Golf ball diameter at best tomatoes that are called big beef. And that could be because I have 2 in this little container. And it's also hot, so. Oh, also, my volunteer watermelon has died. And I did take the watermelon, so it's gone. The one that was in here. Anyway, it was not as sweet as I expected, but it was a volunteer, so maybe it wasn't a true sugar baby. Hopefully, because I wasn't impressed. It was very watery. Want a hint of sweetness. Anyway, this last container is, well, I can access it now. I have the basil right here. I have 2 tomatoes in here. I can't really make them out. Oh man, it's like leaning. I don't know why it was leaning like that. I don't know what's going on. This is the tomato, one of them. And the other one is right there, smaller. It also has an oregano down there. There was a volunteer watermelon in there, but maybe it died. With the rest, I'm gonna clean all this out. And this enables me to be able to put some of my containers over here in the shade. I have this shade cloth covering this area, which is nicer. Yeah, I usually have my containers in this area, like behind the pepper bed and on the side over there. So I'm gonna clean this up so I can put some of those containers over here. All right, let's go back. Alright, y'all, I'm walking back to the intro, but I'm gonna go ahead and say thanks for watching, y'all.